Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Ron Ruckel, director, and Rebecca Donaldson playing Annie, Helen's teacher, join our show today to introduce the upcoming performance appearing at the May River Theater August 12th through 28th, the intense drama, The Miracle Worker. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So obviously it is an American classic, but it is a really intense drama. So talk a little bit about the show.
So, of course, this is Helen Keller, right? This is, and people know that, but really this is just a little snippet of her life. You know, she's a child, and this is that turning point for her. This is the place where her family's gotten to the end of their rope. She is just, you know, stuck inside of herself, and the family, as a last-ditch effort, brings in Annie Sullivan, who's played by Rebecca here. And so we get to watch, basically, this family's in crisis. And we get to watch them come to terms with it and kind of turn that page, you know. You get to see Helen awaken, you know, her spirit. It's beautiful, it really is.
It really is a beautiful show. And so what are you doing to make it fresh or different than the, you know, just than the story?
Yeah, it's really simple. So, you know, for the most part, the stage doesn't change. So you have the house is there all the time, and we've done a really, really neat job with that and keeping it very muted. But through the lighting, we've really allowed, there's a mystical edge to the show that I think gets overlooked a little bit, and we are letting that in, you know. Annie is haunted by memories from her life, of her brother who had died earlier, and we let that part of the show to the forefront when he's there, and the lighting and a little bit of kind of, it's not so much smoke and mirrors, but it's, we try and...
Kind of a dimensional thing?
Yeah, we try and allow that to happen, like a dream state, you know?
Yeah.
And, but it's a really neat show.
Yeah. And so talk a little bit about who's in it. Obviously, Rebecca's in it as Annie. We'll let her tell us a little bit about her role. But do you have some veterans or newcomers, mixed cast?
Yeah, we have a mixed cast. We have a lot of veterans. We have Christine Griefy, who is playing Helen's mother, J.T. Chin, who plays Helen's father, and they're both returning veterans. Ellie Lentz, who plays Helen Keller, has also been in a lot of May River shows. But we have a lot of girls that play blind girls that go to the school where Annie learned, and there are a lot of newcomers there. So it's really nice to have this nice variety of old and new.
And what's the age group that you have on your cast this go-round?
Sheila Cageras, well, probably our oldest member. I don't know.
We have,
you know, and then down to about 9 years old.
That's incredible to see these young, you know, these young children take on those roles.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about your role and what you bring to it.
Annie is very different than anything I've ever done. She's very strong and firm. She never really lets anyone in the show except the audience see inside of her and see her break. That's really important. She's strong and firm, but she doesn't really get mean. She's very patient. And I think that that's really interesting to look inside of Annie, because she grew up having nothing. She grew up living in an insane asylum. So it's really a breath of fresh air to go from what I'm usually used to, which is over-the-top flowery roles, and to go to something so real and hard.
And dramatic, yeah. So your experiences?
I've been doing theater for about 10 years, but mostly musicals, but I really prefer straight shows, and I'm used to comedic stuff, but this dramatic take on a show is really something I love.
And Ron, how about you, your experience?
This is my first opportunity to direct. I have assistant directed before, but I've always known I wanted to, and I've been in theater for about 6 years, and started with May River Theater and have just been nonstop. You know, the cast here is, I mean, they are digging, you know, through these characters and really bringing out not just the realism, but I mean, everybody's been in this situation in their life, you know. Granted, not everybody has had a blind daughter, you know, but everybody has been to this breaking point, you know, and these actors have really, they've done the work, and this show is it's really, really awesome.
So quickly again, it's the 12th through the 28th of August. Tickets
Yep.
online, May River Theater.
Opened yesterday.
And opened yesterday. Okay, all right, great.
Yeah.
And we thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
today.
Thank you.
And we thank you so much for joining us on today's Talk of the Town.